Christy from the Northwest Corner. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making chicken parm. I'm going to do the sauce from scratch. I have some couple cans or jars of tomatoes left from the garden that I canned last fall. And I have a semi-finished spaghetti sauce. I didn't cook it all the way down because I wanted to just kind of a blank canvas, so when I make it, I can do whatever I want to it. That's kind of how I do my spaghetti sauce. If I don't freeze, I only do it partial. I don't cook it all the way down because I want to cook other things in it. So I'm going to use my Ninja Foodi. I've got some olive oil in the bottom of it. I'm going to put a couple of big heaping things of garlic or jarlic. Just to get it a little warm there. Next, I have garlic clear up my handle. My Atlanta. I'm a mess today. Trust me, my husband will agree. I am a mess.
Yes. Big time.
It only took us how many times to do this video?
This is like cut number 7 or 8.
Oh, well. These are diced tomatoes that I diced up last year. I got my immersion blender out because I'm going to immerse them. And these are cherry tomatoes. And these had just a little bit of olive oil in them when I done them. Always give it a smell. Anything you can, because you can smell if it's not good. And I've made a mess all over my counter.
It's a mess every video.
Already. Lord.
Already.
I'm a mess. A hot mess. I think it's the sunshine. My body's in shock.
Oh, I know. You know what, though? We have wind.
It is very windy. But it looks like a storm's coming in, but it's not. Just looked at the radar. And my husband said that he thinks it might be part of that, what was it, smoke storm that they said we're going to get.
Yeah, it's coming from Manitoba.
Yeah.
Yeah, some fires going on up there, and they said the smoke may reach as far south as, central or southern Ohio for Ohio, anyways.
I was thinking about that. We were talking about it, and I said, was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before that we had all that bad smoke from up there. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to add some oregano. You do this to your taste. If you're going to make homemade sauce, your taste, whatever you guys prefer. I love a blank canvas, and I can change it up any way I want. Italian seasoning. When I can those tomatoes, I don't use any salt or anything, so I do have to season. And then I have some dry basil. Yes, I know it's in my Italian seasoning, but I do need to season this up. And then I'm going to put a couple shakes of onion powder to give it an oniony taste. Now I'm going to take my immersion blender. And I'm just going to go in, and hopefully it doesn't make too much of a mess. And it might, because I don't have a lot of liquid in here. Yeah, it's spitting. So let's put in this other jar of sauce.
I'm not going to lie, I got shot in the eye.
It's good for you.
Yeah, I'm glad it was just tomatoes or whatever.
It's just tomato.
Yeah.
And the seasonings. There we go. Sometimes if you don't cover those little holes on the immersion blenders, you get that. All right, now let's do that again.
I'm definitely staying back.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I am a mess with this thing, but I love it. I love this thing. messy one though. Ooh-wee. All right. Let me stir it around here. You can come take a look at it now. All those
Okay.
chunks of tomatoes are gone. See
Oh
that?
yeah. It's like a sauce.
Mm-hmm. Smell it. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good.
Yeah, it does.
Now it's going to need to cook for a little bit because it has water in it. Tomatoes, a large part is water in those things. And like I said, when I made the spaghetti, the spaghetti sauce last year, I didn't cook it all the way down because when you cook it down and you've got a blank canvas, you season it to whatever, and then when you cook it down, it will encapsulate those seasonings, and then you'll have a really good pasta sauce, whatever you like. Look at that, I'm dropping things already.
You've been dropping stuff for a while now.
I know, it's just been, oh well. Would you guys know me any other way?
I know, I sure wouldn't.
Ooh, that's going to be good. So now I am going to leave it on the sear option. I'm going to do this for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to get it nice, hot, and bubbly. And then I'm going to turn it to the high slow cook on the Ninja Foodie. And I'm going to cook it for probably another hour. So it'll cook down slow and it'll get nice and thick. And then we'll bring y'all back when this is done and I'm ready to cook the chicken for the Parmesan chicken. All right, next step, we're going to be making the chicken for the chicken parm. I'm going to bread it and fry it so you get that nice crispy outside breading on the chicken. I'm going to do it similar to the way that I make fried chicken. I've got some skinless, boneless chicken thighs. They don't need to be pounded out because I pulled one out and it's pretty flat, so I'm not even going to mess with that. I have flour. I'm going to add my seasoning to my flour. I'm going to do garlic. Again, this is your preference, your taste, whatever you want. Italian seasoning, since it is chicken parm. And you do as much or as little as you want. We're going to do some pepper. And salt. I forgot to get my poultry seasoning out. I'll have to go get that. I always use poultry seasoning when I fry chicken. Always. It's right there. He never plays in my spice cabinet. Can you tell?
Yeah, I don't get in there very often.
Poultry seasoning is, that is a proven winner, I think, when you fry chicken, or actually cook chicken. Use some poultry seasoning. You're going to enhance that flavor a lot. All right, so my flour all seasoned up. I've got 1 egg and just some milk for an egg wash. I only got 6 pieces of chicken, so I shouldn't need any more than that. Got my plate. The sauce is cooking. She's doing good. I've added some green pepper to my sauce. And again, like I said, you can put whatever you want in your sauce when you make it. If you do it homemade, you can use the crushed tomatoes and make your sauce out of that. And this way, you know what you're getting in your sauce. I've used crushed tomatoes. I've used whole tomatoes, petite diced tomatoes. I mean, the possibilities are just endless. We're going to use this one because I am right hand dominant. I'm only going to cover one hand because I'm going to put all my chicken here. I have some oil and butter heating on the stove in my pan here. And I always use a mixture of oil and butter. Get a better fry, my opinion. So we are going to dredge with the flour. Make sure you get it in all the little nooks and crannies. And then we're going to egg wash because we want a nice crispy breading on our chicken. You don't have to do the double flour dip if you don't want to. That's just something that we prefer. I've done it every time I've made chicken. Got some nice sized chicken thighs. I mean, these are good. I just picked them up at Aldi. I was at Myers, that's what it was today. And I looked at the price of their chicken, even on sale. It's crazy. Coffee has went up $6 in a year. The coffee that we drink raised to $6 in 1 year. Isn't that crazy?
It's ridiculous.
It is very crazy. Oop. Oh, well.
The streak continues, folks.
It does. It's never, ever going to end. You know that, right?
Well, you got to at least try for one.
To not do it?
Yeah.
Oh, heck. No mess and Christy don't belong in the same sentence.
That's true.
But my little sign there says, in this kitchen we make messes and memories. And we sure do. At least I do. But when it comes to wiping cabinets and stuff down, I'm the one that does it. You do some dishes and you take the trash out. But when it comes to actually doing the deep clean in the kitchen, I do it. So it's my mess. I'll clean it up.
It is. You're right.
I'm going to take these 3 pieces. My oil's ready. I'm going to put these 3 in the frying pan. And I have my heat on medium. Don't cook on high. My mom, we used to tease her. When she'd cook dinner, we'd ask her, are you cooking it from the living room? Because she'd start a pot of whatever it was. It didn't matter what it was. She'd go in the living room. And back in the day, I mean, it was very common for most parents to smoke. So she'd go in the kitchen or the living room to get her cigarettes or whatever. And then she'd get interested in whatever's on TV.
Oh boy. I can see her doing that.
Yep. That was her. Cooking in the living room again, poop, Dad would say. Cooking in the living room again, poop. And 9 times out of 10, like, she'd scorch the bottom of whatever it was. I mean, she was a good cook. Don't get me wrong. She could cook with the best of them. And she was she was like me. You know, I'm like she was, a concoction cook. I'll mix things up and hope for the best, you know? Yeah. But that's the fun about it, you know? It's like, okay, what sounds good? It's just like my spaghetti sauce. I've never made spaghetti sauce homemade in my entire life until a couple of years ago when we changed our diet. And now I can do it all the time. Now, do I use jar sauce, you know, from the store? Absolutely, I do sometimes. I don't always make it homemade, but I always try to get the lower sugar. Prego makes a lower sugar one. Hunt's makes a no sugar. And when they say no sugar, they mean no sugar. That is I don't know what that was. A blank canvas, 100%. But it's good. So, or you use, canned tomatoes and make your own out of the canned tomatoes. And it's easy to do. It's not hard, and you don't have to make it complex. It's super easy.
Poor Kyle out there.
Hmm?
Oh, Kyle out there. He's getting beat up by the other cat.
Oh, Chewy's being a bully?
Yes, he is. Had to go out there and break it up.
Nah. Normally it's the other way around. Chewy must be fed up.
He's getting brave, evidently.
We had I don't know what, a couple weeks ago, we had a fox that went after Kyle outside. And I just happened to open the back door up. He's an indoor-outdoor cat. He's our mouser. He didn't get Killer Kyle for nothing. But I just happened to open the door, and fox was headed right to him. I had to go out there and chase the fox off. I know, bright shining moment there that was, but
Kyle's not allowed outside at night no more.
No, he's not allowed outside now. He doesn't like that, but
he can go out all day long.
Yep, he can go out all day long. I've got some water on the stove boiling as well for the spaghetti. We're gonna flip our chicken. We want our chicken to temp at 165. That's how you know your chicken is done. Don't overcrowd your pan when you're frying either. You want to give it room to breathe. So, all right, we got that part done. Now, to clean up some of my mess.
Smelling good already.
Huh?
Smelling good already.
Oh, yeah. Fried chicken's awesome. And I've been hungry for fried chicken, but I don't want to make fried chicken right now.
Now you're making it.
But I'm doing chicken parm. So, I'm getting my fried chicken fix. And I've been hungry for pasta. So
you're getting the best of both worlds.
I am. Getting it all. So, okay. Also made some focaccia bread for dinner. I made cheesy focaccia. Our 2 younger boys and the grandson from Texas is coming for dinner. He's been over at his dad's all week, and Mimi's missing him just a little bit. So, let that fry. Let's give my sauce a little whirl here. If you guys want to come in and take a look, it's still got some time to cook down. It's still a little thin. And the longer you let it cook, the thicker it will get. And I'll probably take the lid off of this and let the steam evaporate. And that's how you'll thicken up your sauce. But it tastes wonderful. A little tip, if you like a sweeter sauce, add a little bit of sugar. If you don't, and you like more savory, add more garlic, salt, and pepper. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and finish frying the chicken. I'll bring you all back when I get the noodles cooked and everything prepared, and then I'll show you how I put everything together in my casserole dish. All righty. Pasta's done. Chicken's done. Sauce, it's pretty done. If you want to come in and take a look at it real quick, you can see how much it's thickened up. I don't know if you can tell, but when you can start to see like the little tomato particles and stuff in it, it is getting thick. So it's perfect where it's at since I have to bake this dish. Let me grab my cheese real quick. I forgot to grab it. So I am going to do this Tuscan style blend. The only reason I have it is because it was one of my free coupons at Myers. All right, so it's just a pound of pasta. What I do is I try to make little, I don't know, round mounds. You don't got to do this. You can put it in there. There's so many different ways to make chicken parmesan, and everybody does it a little different. See, that center one did not do it. Left my pasta out of the water for a little too long. That's all right. It's still going to taste good. Got some major wind outside. I went out to dump my grease from my chicken, the oil and the butter. Whew. It is windy. Did you say it's supposed to rain tonight?
There's
Possible
a
chance?
50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Hopefully it doesn't.
50 on the no end.
Yeah, because we need to get in the garden.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah. It's been so cool at night. I just don't trust putting my plants in. Okay, this is just a pound of pasta. I just use spaghetti noodles. You can use any kind of noodle you want. Just use spaghetti at our house. I mean, for this. And like I said, there's so many different ways to put this together. So many people do it different. I've had it where they put the sauce on the pasta, they put the chicken on, and then they just put cheese. They bake it, melt the cheese, and then put sauce on it afterwards. I've seen it where they put sauce on the pasta and the chicken, then cheese and baked it. So, however you interpret putting together your chicken parm, there is no wrong answer at all. Let me shut this off because my sauce is perfect. So now I'm going to take the pasta and I'm going to spoon sauce on it. And if you aren't a very saucy sauce kind of person, don't put a lot on it. But if you like sauce, I personally love sauce on my pasta. I'd rather have more sauce than pasta, honestly. What do you, Jamie? More pasta or sauce?
Oh, sauce for sure.
I know, especially making it homemade now.
Yeah.
I have my oven preheated to 325 because all I want to do is just kind of warm the chicken, melt the cheese. Sauce smells so good. Tastes really good too. I had to try it to make sure my seasoning was all right. So if you make pasta sauce homemade, taste it. Because like I said, I did not can with any salt or pepper on my tomatoes last year. At least not the bunch that I had there. Some of them I did, some of them I didn't. These ones I did not. So and I used the last of my diced tomatoes in the last jar of my cherry tomatoes. Now I'm going to take my chicken, just layer right on there. You can do it however you want. If you want to cut your chicken before, go for it. I am not here to correct anybody's placement or how they want to eat something. I'm just here to kind of guide you on how to make it. That's it. You need to turn this way a little bit there, fella. There we go. All right. Now, put some cheese on it. I've saved some sauce because I'm going to put sauce on it afterwards. After it's done melting cheese and getting all nice and bubbly. You can use any kind of cheese you want. Normally we do Parmesan or provolone. But like I said, this was free. That's why I've got it. And I don't have to cut no cheese tonight.
Yeah, that is kind of nice.
I know.
Thanks,
I like these.
Thanks, Myers. For
Thanks,
the free bag
Myers.
of
Yeah,
cheese.
but I like these big hunks like this of cheese. Okay. All right, I'm going to pop it in the oven. I'm going to put it in there about 20 minutes. And when it gets done and I put the sauce on it, I'll bring you all back for our taste test. Okay, we're all done. Finished product. Got to get the hot pad here. Now, what I'm going to do is use the rest of my sauce on top of it. Just like that. And again, it's however you want to make your chicken Parmesan. As I said, there's so many different ways to dress it up. This is just what we do. Sometimes I even cut the chicken up and have it all mixed in. But when you put the hard work and you fry it like that, leave it whole. Because that's perfection. All right. What do you think, cameraman? Does it look good?
No.
No?
Yes, it does.
He's mean to me. Always mean.
Have I ever told you anything looked bad?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know.
See?
Okay, you ready for a taste test?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get her served up there.
Get her served up here. Okay. Oh, I about lost your chicken.
That would have been.
Oh, I did lose your chicken. My Lanta.
That stuff's steaming hot too.
Nah, it's pasta. Pasta's not too bad. There you go. All right. Let me move this over to this side so Grandma Pam can see. You want a knife to cut your chicken? Probably. Let me get you one.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. Boy.
You got to get some pasta because it's got the sauce on it. Chicken's cooked perfect. Let's show them real quick. Look at that. Nice and beautiful.
Okay, let's see if it burns my mouth up. Good job.
He does that every time.
Good job. This is great.
It tastes like chicken parm.
Yes.
Yeah?
Just need some Parmesan cheese, maybe.
Well, yeah.
No, chicken.
Some stinky cheese?
Yeah, some stinky cheese.
All right. So it's approval?
Yes.
Okay. If you guys could like, comment, subscribe, and share, we would appreciate it. Thanks for watching our video, and we will see you in the next one. Y'all have a great night. Bye.